India and Qatar have elevated their bilateral relations to a strategic partnership. This decision was made during the recent visit of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Amir of Qatar, to India. 5 memorandums of about were signed. These agreements focus on trade, investment, energy, archives, youth affairs, and sports. A revised agreement on avoiding double taxation was also included. Qatar has committed to investing $10 billion in India. This investment will span various sectors. These include infrastructure, technology, manufacturing, food security, logistics, and hospitality. Qatar is India's largest supplier of liquefied natural gas and liquefied petroleum gas. This makes Qatar player in India's energy security. Prime Minister Narendra Modi broke protocol to welcome the Qatari amir at the airport. This gesture was described as special by India's Ministry of External Affairs. Modi has previously extended such gestures to only 5 other world leaders. Bilateral trade is currently valued at $14.08 billion. The two nations aim to double this figure within 5 years. They are also considering a bilateral free trade agreement. Talks are ongoing regarding the India-Gulf Cooperation Free Trade Agreement. However, India and Qatar are looking at a separate FTA in the future. A meeting of the India-Qatar Business Forum was held during the visit. Two key MOUs were signed to enhance business cooperation. Despite the focus on trade and investment, defense ties remain a concern. There was no progress in defense cooperation during the visit. The Ministry of External Affairs clarified that there are no current defense agreements with Qatar. A framework agreement on defense cooperation was signed in 2008 and extended in 2018. However, this agreement was not renewed in 2023. In previous visits, defense cooperation was topic. In 2016, both leaders agreed to enhance defense relations. They also discussed joint production of defense equipment in India. However, recent dialogues have shifted focus away from security issues. The last bilateral maritime exercise occurred in August 2021. The Joint Defense Cooperation Committee has met only 5 times since its inception. The last meeting was held in 2019. The elevation of trade discussions to a joint commission during the Amir's visit marks the importance of commerce. In 2024, bilateral trade increased by 51%, reaching $13.1 billion. This growth was primarily driven by LNG imports from Qatar. India has emerged as a defense exporter, selling arms to over 85 countries in 2024. Qatar is among the world's largest arms importers. However, discussions during the recent visit did not cover defense trade. The strategic partnership indicates resilience despite previous tensions. Qatar's arrest of former Indian military personnel had strained relations. India's defense attaché in Doha was expelled during this incident. Although 8 veterans were released, New Delhi has not reappointed a defense attaché. Both nations discussed regional and international issues, including the Middle East security situation. However, differing worldviews were evident. India's official stance on the Israel-Hamas conflict differed from Qatar's perspective. The Amir's visit followed the establishment of a joint venture by Adani Ports in Qatar. This raised questions about the nature of the visit and Modi's relationship with the Adani Group. Despite the emphasis on trade and investment, underlying differences remain. The strategic partnership appears largely economic. It does not yet reflect a comprehensive partnership. The term strategic partnership may be more aspirational than substantive at this stage.